What's going on? What's going on? Let's see if anybody jump in here with me since it's a random impromptu midday stream. But you know, sometimes you gotta talk to people. And I could not talk to y'all yesterday because I was feeling bad. So let's see if I'm talking to myself. If I got to, I will. If I got to, I will. Let's see. This is what happens when you go live without warning nobody. Let's see if I'm gonna be in here talking to myself. Because I need to just see how everybody feels. You know, um, crazy 24 to 48 hours with the Cowboys. And yesterday I was not feeling nothing. I was not feeling nothing going on with the team. But, you know, right now I just need to see how y'all feel. I need to check in with people. Trilogy was good. Dan Lee was good. Rock and Roll Riley was good. Lord Nova, Mike Man 88 was goody. Couple people in here. I ain't talking to myself completely. Christopher Branham, what's up, bro? You at work, my guy? I'm on my break. Definitely Deffy, what's good? Katrina Kiss was good. Chip Game Sports TV, what's going on? Zachary Armour, what's up, bro? We will endure. We will be better from this. Hey, man, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. Life has a way of making you put things into perspective. Um, so I'll let it fill up a little bit, and then I'll tell y'all what's going on with me, and then we can talk about the Cowboys, and I can take myself back to work, and we can do a live stream at a normal time. But right now, we gonna make it work. Appreciate you, Brandy Mahoney. What's good? Lola Cowboys. Who else in here? Cowboy 84, Austin Lord, Dean Lee. I think I said what's up to you. Sydney Jones. What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Appreciate you, Christopher. This is one of the first shirts I made. This is one of the first cartel shirts. This shirt old. This shirt is old, but had to throw something on real quick. They didn't want to see me in the work shirt. First and foremost, Todd Cowboys, what's good? What's up, Rome? What's up, chat? Can't stay long. Dropping my like and wishing everyone a great day. Hey, Todd Cowboys, I appreciate you. Thank you. And I get it. It's midday. Everybody working. I gotta go back to work. So I got about 35 minutes for y'all, and I gotta dip too. But I just wanted to talk to y'all. First and foremost, how y'all like the room, man? I've been adding some things to the room. I don't know if y'all caught the stream the other day when I was on the Final Word. I streamed it to this channel. But adding things to the room, making sure it's visually pleasing. So I hope y'all like the room. Try to put things in the background that make sense. The things that I support. Appreciate you. I didn't call Law. Now I haven't caught Law. I've seen Law's setup behind the scenes. He even helped me with some of my audio stuff. So Law is still that dude. Trust me. Maybe with just the wall, but I can't catch Law. Law setup is amazing. But I appreciate you. That's my dog, Law. Thank y'all. Full disclosure, yesterday I wasn't feeling too good. And y'all hit that like button for me. Blood pressure is real. Blood pressure was way too high for a while, and I had to check it, and yeah, had a little health scare. I'm good now, but that's why there was no live stream. Just making sure that the health is good before I jump on the camera. And hey, man, take care of yourselves out there. Make sure you take your medications if you got any, your vitamins, eating right, working out and stuff. I've been trying to stay on top of that. But yeah, I wasn't feeling too good. Blood pressure a little too high. So I'm good now. But that's why I didn't stream last night, because I wanted to talk to y'all after such a crazy day. I wanted to jump in there and talk to y'all. And I've been really, really anxious to get in here and see how y'all feel. It's 100 people in here, 42 likes. Can y'all hit that like button for me? If you don't mind, last 15, 20 people to jump in, trying to get it to 100 likes. Yeah, man. I'm not going to blame it on I would love to say, yo, it's the Cowboys, man, and it drove my blood pressure up. Nah. I can't blame it on them, man. Blood pressure already, it's hereditary in my family. So it's a thing that you got to monitor and take care of. But yesterday I chose to just kind of keep it light and not stream. But I had so much on my mind, man, that the front office makes us mad. With just lack of preparation, you know. But before I go too far into how I feel, can I ask y'all how y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling about this Steelers game? Y'all worried? And I would understand you being worried. Being down so many people, losing Brandon Cooks for at least this game, it's a lot. Literally, Brandon Cooks, um, Micah, D. Law, the Kalen Carson's questionable. So we on our practice squad corners. It's a lot. So how y'all feeling? Y'all keep it real with me though. Don't lie. Um, we are winning. I'm with you, Don Dash. I'm with you, David J. It's going to be interesting, Rome. I'm with that. I can respect that. Icy, what's good with you? Somebody said draft capital will be good next year. I should have 3 third round picks. Um, definitely. I'm not worried. I'm with you, Deffy. I'm not worried as much as I was yesterday. But that's just because I started to look into who the Steelers are and how they operate. Now, I do still got a ton of respect for Mike Tomlin, and they do have a lot of great defensive players over there and a couple good offensive players. So they're not a slouch. But my thought process, and appreciate y'all, 100 people in here, 60 likes. Can we get another 40 likes? Let's get it to 100 likes. My confidence in beating the Steelers isn't as low as if we were facing the Lions. But let's see who we can get back for the Lions game, or just see how we look this weekend, before I jump off the ship. Um, I'm seeing some of y'all. Katrina Kiss said, "I'm worried as hell." I get it. I was worried. I was just frustrated because when I talked about lack of preparation with our front office, it's frustrating. Y'all know how I come in here and I support Zeke. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trust me, I got a video in the works for Ryan Flournoy. I want to talk about that separately. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that separately. So I ain't forget about Ryan Flournoy. Trust me. I got a video in the works for that. Um, I'm feeling a little bit better, Don Dash. Appreciate you. Um, I support Zeke because I feel like if you put Zeke in the right situations, he can have success. That's pretty much it. But when you support a player that so many people are out on, they want to find a way to make you seem like you're just a bad person or a bad player evaluator, or like it's an issue with you supporting um Zeke. 114 people in here, man. Y'all hit that like button for me, please, as y'all come in. It's not about Zeke. It ain't about Rico. It ain't about Flournoy. It's about being prepared. The front office did a poor job this year of being prepared. Now, I'm not saying that our roster didn't have a lot of great players on it, still do. But when certain things are blaring red lights, you go fix those issues. We waited way too long to fix defensive tackle. And by the graces of God, we finally see Mozzie Smith show a flash last week. So maybe we can handle that room. But to wait super long to get Jordan Phillips and Linval Joseph and be surprised that it didn't work out perfectly, that's on you. That ain't on the fans. That ain't on me to be excited and think that Jordan Phillips is going to play good. That's on the front office. I'm going to be excited about whoever they run out there. I'm trying to like KJ Henry. He just got here. You know? So, of course, I'm going to see the positives in Zeke. Can Zeke beat somebody in a 40-yard dash? Probably not. In a 10-yard span, can Zeke still be a productive player? Yes. So, short yardage, certain situations, pass pro, catching out the backfield, Zeke can be productive. Is he going to be the best back in the league? I don't know. Oh, well, I do know. No, he's not. But that's not why I want him here. But that's the cards we was dealt. People get mad for me supporting Zeke, but they don't get mad at their front office for not drafting a running back or signing one when there was plenty moving around. Aaron Jones moved around, Josh Jacobs moved around, King Henry moved around, Saquon Barkley moved around, DeAndre Swift moved around. I can go down the list. Mixon. There was like 10 to 12 veteran running backs that moved around the league. If you wanted a better running back, you could have just got one. You could have re-signed Tony Pollard, even if we thought we didn't want him. That's not our job to know better. That's the front office and the scouts' job. And then if you're not going to sign one, then make sure that you have the draft capital and the know-how, and to make sure I'm going to get one in the draft. But to not sign one and then not draft one and then sign Zeke, and the fan in me says, I think that Zeke can be good if we use him a certain way. And then have people come at me like I'm wrong for just supporting my team. I'm gonna support whoever run out there. It's stupid. And I hate the fans bashing each other. Yo, I did not build the roster. I support the roster. I'm a fan. You see this Cowboys fan talk. It ain't Cowboys scout talk, Cowboys analysis talk, Cowboys breakdown film talk. It's Cowboys fan talk. What's up, Loose Takes? What's good with you? I'm doing my part. Y'all do y'all part. But I'm tired of fans jumping down my back because I want to support a player on my team. Am I saying run Zeke out there every down? No. I'm supporting Rico. I was about to do a video talking about our running back room. And maybe we should just give Rico all the carries this week because I feel like Rico might be one of those backs that can't do 5, 6 carries. Rico might need 15 carries. I was listening to Terrell Owens recently talk to Travis Hunter from Colorado, and he was talking about like a lot of his games, he had to get a feel for the opposing defense before he can really have a breakout. David J with the first super chat. Appreciate you. $2 super chat. I think Jerry low key blowing it up. He at least his behavior shows that, David J. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Yeah, whoever's name is Diddy, I saw it. I just omitted it. You went in there and typed Diddy's a sick individual. So if that's what you want to do, I'm not even here. I got other stuff, man. My blood pressure was up yesterday. I ain't got time to be talking about that. But my point is, maybe Rico Dowdle needs to just be the lead back for a game. And we could just figure out what's going on with him. I don't even want to see if Zeke can be the lead back because that's not his role. Maybe Dalvin Cook could be the lead back if they could elevate him. We finally got a legit answer on why Dalvin Cook isn't. Rico does have bad vision, but I'm not trying to tear down nobody today right now. We got enough problems without me tearing down our players right now. Rico's vision isn't the best, but that's not it's not my decision. If he's gonna get out there, find a way to make him successful. That's my disposition right now. 11 likes away from 100. That's how I feel. Nah, you good, Aaron D. Hey, look, you speak your mind. You in here with your family. Cowboys fan talk. We a family. If you're a Cowboys fan and you want to speak your gripes, we a family. Sometimes it's called for, but when you got mad players out, you missing all 6, 7 starter. No, not start. So we got D Law 3, 4. We missing 4 starters. Yeah, you can. I'll curve the negativity for when we in a different spot. We already down enough. I ain't trying to kick my team. That's where I'm coming from, but I respect it. My point is with Rico and with Zeke and everything like that, that's the position that our front office put us in. Like a lot of people don't understand why I get mad with the front office. 4 likes away from 160 people in here. What's up? I get mad and frustrated with the front office because when injuries happen and stuff like that, they don't throw us a bone. They don't try to do anything. When injuries happen every year, a good front office will have contingency plans. They will keep salary cap money for signings they have to do during the year. They'll have draft capital that they will be willing to use if they need to fill a position. These are all things that you should be aware of as a front office. This isn't like I'm an adult. It's like not having a budget and then getting mad because you don't have money for emergencies. You know what I'm saying? Like you should know players are going to get hurt during the year. You should have a contingency plan, man. If Micah or D Law go down for a couple games, I'm gonna pull this lever. I'm gonna reach out to this player. You should already have it scouted. You should already know who you might go after. If you're a full-time job as a scout, you should be ready for these situations. You shouldn't be caught off guard. And that's why I get mad at the front office. Sometimes I'm just yelling and it sounds belligerent, but I know exactly where my thought process is coming from. People just don't want to hear that sometimes. So sometimes the message got to be wrapped in a little ignorant bow because the ignorance gets everyone's attention. But I know exactly what I'm saying. It's just frustrating. If you run receivers out there and Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks ain't quite looking like they need to, then you say, I want to see if Ryan Flournoy can do it. Let me elevate him this week and give him a shot. Not 7, 8 weeks into the season. You should have been did it because you should have noticed. I don't know if Brooks is quite doing it because although he might can get off and get into some of his routes, his blocking ain't up to par. He had that tip pass and then he tripped, and then Dak got that interception. Like little things like that that have thrown off the game to where let me see what else somebody else look like. And then if Ryan Flournoy shows you that he's not ready as a GM, as a team, you say maybe I'll go get a veteran receiver. Maybe I'll bring Hunter Renfro in here. I'm not even saying Michael Thomas is good, but I'm just using this example. Maybe I'll bring Michael Thomas in here. Maybe I'll consider trading for Amari Cooper since his value and his expense isn't as bad as it would be in most years to make this team better. But instead, we got front office people that are walking around. Hey, fashionista, what's good? My fault, lose takes. I know I'm in my bag today. I'm trying to get my points out because I got to go back to work in about 15, 20 minutes. And we're gonna have a regular live soon. So this is me just dumping my emotion. I hope y'all don't mind because I got a lot of clear and concise thoughts I want to get out. And instead of making a 10-minute video, I just wanted to talk. So I hope y'all don't mind listening. Um, what I was saying is you would have had contingency plans. If things don't look like they're working out, that's your job. That's not my job as a fan. That's the front office's job. That's where the frustration comes from. That's where the fire Jerry comes from. The fact that we haven't signed a big name free agent in a decade is not the fans' fault. It's the front office's fault because they scared to have a Brandon Carr situation. Stop acting soft. Stop acting emotional and not bringing Mark Cooper back here because you mad because he didn't want to get vaccinated. That is you acting like a child. We grown adults. Stop acting like a child as a front office. I can't sign Amari. I can't bring him back here because when he was here, I'm mad he didn't want to do what I wanted him to do. So he can't play for my team, even if it means that my team is going to be bad. That's corny. We're adults. People do stuff every day at work and in between work, at the store, at the gas station that you might not like. But grow up and get the stuff handled. The team would be better with Amari Cooper on it. That's not even a discussion. They could think Amari Cooper's soft. I think he's better than Jalen Brooks. That ain't really a thought. That's a definitive. He's better than every other receiver on this team but CD Lamb. That's not up for discussion. I don't care what you think he is. He's better than them. He is better than them. Even when he's half-assing it, he's better than them. Lucas Herbert with the $2 super chat. Dallas needs to get their ish together. That's my point. That's why I put frustrations in the title of the video. Because that's where the frustrations lie. You want to make this team better? You call the Jets and offer them a 5th-round pick for Hassan Reddick because you're going to get him for half a year. Say, I'll give you a 5th-round compensatory pick. Tell Hassan Reddick I'll pay the rest of your year's salary. Yes, it will be like $10 million. You bring in a definitively good pass rusher to help out for the rest of the year. Yes, that's a pick that's going into the ether. Get over it. Stop trying to hoard everything. And I would have brought Hassan Reddick in here and changed the whole temperature of the team. That's why I said check the temperature. You do that, Marcus Gilchrist, 199 super chat. I feel like Jerry is punishing the players we paid. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what they're doing. Glenn White, $5 super chat. Appreciate you. McCarthy is being sacrificed. As Jones just basically said, we ain't giving you ish. Now make it happen and you're gone. And McCarthy's not off the woods, too. I agree with you on that, Glenn White. McCarthy's not out the woods. Let me like some of these super chats. Thank y'all, man. I'm sorry. Everybody that's giving the super chat, everybody that's commenting right now, I appreciate y'all. I know I jumped in here live without telling y'all. Lucas Herbert, $5 super chat. I'm getting tired of this. Dallas needs to tank for the top 5. I don't think we need to tank. I disagree with that, but I do appreciate your super chat, and I understand your frustration. I do. You want to send a message to your team, you would do things like that. You getting Hassan Reddick, I'm not saying Hassan Reddick's the end all be all. You, as an adult, as a team builder, as a GM, call Hassan Reddick and say, hey, listen, we're not going to give you a deal. Right now, you sitting on the shelf. You losing money every week. Let me give you a chance to earn your money and I'll put you on the world stage. You come and play as a Cowboy, you're going to be in another 7 primetime games, at least afternoon to evening. Every time we play, the world is watching. Come put your resume out there. You still one of the best in the league? Come do it. We're not going to give you an extension. Make sure he's fully aware, but you will get your notoriety up. As what was his name? Robert Quinn. Who was the guy we had that came here and went and got like 18 million from Chicago Bears? It was Quinn, right? He came here for a year, put himself on the world stage, looked great, and then went and got his bag. I would have told Hassan Reddick, we ain't gonna pay you. We'll pay you for this year. Send a draft pick. Let that 5th pick go into the ether. I would have sent the 4th pick because we got like 5 compensatory picks in the 5th round. Take 2 5ths and turn them into a 4 in the draft. This ain't that hard, man. 192 people in here, man. Hit that like button for me, please. Mike Jink, he ain't do ish for us, Quinn. Nah, that's not my point I'm making. I'm saying if you want to go get talent, there's a means to an end. I'm not even saying it has to be Hassan Reddick. I'm using that as a good way to catch your attention. Hassan Reddick is just the top pass rushing possibility for any team right now because he's available because the Jets ain't going to pay him and he ain't playing. And if you had the want to and the wherewithal to make your team better, you would make that happen. Not David J. You ain't hearing me. I know he wants a contract. You call him and negotiate. I won't pay you. Don't do him like the Jets. The Jets had him come in there and lied to him. I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to give you a chance to put your resume back out there. Use us like people use Indeed. Come play for the Cowboys for 8-9 games. Hopefully we make a little baby playoff run or something like that. Make yourself look good. Then go get your bag because right now your whole image is ruined. People don't want to touch you. You're Le'Veon Bell. Come rehabilitate your image with the Cowboys. This ain't even that difficult. I'm not even a salesman, and I could have sold Hassan Reddick on that. But it's not going to happen. This is all hypothetical. I'm just saying how it can happen if you had to want to. Lucas Herbert, $5 super chat. Dallas needs a new coach. Changes are coming to Dallas. Changes might be coming to Dallas. I agree. Glenn White, $5 super chat. This is Jerry's MO. He gives Dak one number 1 receiver, 6 or 7 different trash receivers every year. There's no chemistry year to year. Yeah, because he doesn't want to pay anyone else. And if you're not going to pay anyone else, then just draft a better receiver. We haven't drafted a great receiver since CeeDee Lamb. Other teams get weapons every year. I challenge y'all in the chat. When the last time we got a not just a paid a high price weapon? When the last time we drafted a big weapon? I'll wait. Zeke was 2016. That's 8 years ago. Amari Cooper was CeeDee Lamb was 2020. That's 4 years ago. There's teams that get weapons every year. $5 super chat from Chip Game Sports TV 499. Cowboys really need to move on a player before trade deadline and knock it off. Hey, I can't say you're not wrong, but my point is, to your point, you got to be active. You got to do something. Marion Gilchrist, 499 super chat. But I agree with you. I know it's not guaranteed to win a Super Bowl, but damn, try at least, Jared. Yeah, try and do something is my point. But to people saying that we drafted Jake Ferguson, can you remind me where Jake Ferguson was drafted, Brandon J? Because I'm not mistaken, I think Jake was a 5th rounder, and Michael Gallup was a 3rd rounder. David J, $2 super chat. Watch Major League. That's Jerry's playbook. Yeah, I remember that. I do. I'm old. I remember that. He's a 5th. Yeah, man. Like it's unfortunate. And I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. Y'all know. But you can't get mad. Yo, you don't sign weapons. You don't draft high price weapons. And you be like, yo, we ain't got no weapons. Well, that's part of my frustration. Lucas Herbert, $2 super chat. Do you believe in Ferguson? I love Ferguson, but that's besides my point. I think Jake Ferguson is the top 5 tight end in the league, but that is still luck and development. You draft a 5th rounder and hope he turns into a 2nd and 1st round talent. That is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is if you want a high powered offense, you go get it. You either draft a high power offense or you buy one with draft picks or a free agency. I'm not having this argument with you, Rigo, because that ain't even on my subject. So argue with yourself. We can argue that another time. I'm just not arguing with that with you right now because it's not on what I'm talking about. If you don't like the commentary, just be mad by yourself. Um, you pay for what you get for. No, but you're not listening to the point. It went over your head. My point is what you want, you actually have to work for to get. If you want a really high powered, great offense with great weapons, you got to draft some great weapons. Like Detroit went out and drafted Gibbs early in the first round. It looked like, why would they draft a running back there? That looks stupid. 2 years later, everybody like, oh, Jameer Gibbs is one of the best backs in the league. Atlanta, I want a really good running back. I'm going to draft Bijan Robinson really early. People, that's stupid. And then you look up a year later, Bijan Robinson looked like an animal. Yeah, you got to go get the players. But when you do this whole, I'm going to wait. I'm going to get somebody in the fourth. And then the fourth rounder play like a fourth rounder, that's your own fault. And if you don't want to draft one high or draft weapons high, then you have to pay them in free agency. There's no other way to team build unless you're going to trade for one. But when you got a front office that refuses to do trades, refuses to pay for high price free agents, refuses to use high draft capital on any weapons, you look out there and you got Dak Prescott throwing to a fifth round tight end in draft capital. CD Lamb was a number one. You got a veteran receiver that, you know what happens to veterans? You know what happens to veterans, y'all? Let me tell y'all a little secret. Tell y'all a little secret about what happens to veterans. I'm gonna read these super chats and I'm gonna tell you a little secret. 5.99 super chat from Get Right or Get Left. Sober, stoic, and rational. Rome isn't someone I can't I can get used to. Honestly, I keep ascending. Rome, Marquise Hardison. I appreciate you, man. That's what happened when your blood pressure was high yesterday. You got to keep it light because I would be yelling more, but I can't right now. I'm gonna keep it chilling. Thank you. Lucas Herbert, $2 super chat. Flournoy is a star in the making. I think Flournoy is gonna be phenomenal. But that goes to my original point that I was just making about not having good players. You know what happens to veterans? Veterans can get nicked up. Don Dash, appreciate you. Said, let's get it to 200 likes. Veterans get hurt. It happens. You have contingency plans when you have veterans. If you're going to have Brandon Cooks, cool. But make sure you're like, hey, man, Brandon Cooks is up there. He's been in the league over a decade. Just in case Brandon Cooks get hurt, I'm going to have this in place. And when you don't, you look up and out of nowhere, Brandon Cooks get knee injections because, veterans need knee injections. And he's out for a week where you ain't ready for him to be out for a week because we ain't got the insulation. Jay Dizzy, $2 super chat, preach, bro. Waiting in the front office mentality is shaking my head. That's all I'm saying. Waiting waiting is the front office mentality. Shaking my head. My fault. I wanted to read that clearly. And thank you for the super chat. And I agree with you. It's just you getting what you pay for. You buy great value stuff, it's gonna taste like great value. You can't go get a great value steak and be like, this ain't Wagyu. No, it's not. No. I don't understand what our front office expects. 237 people in here. Appreciate y'all. Can y'all hit that like button for me? So I get frustrated with the front office. I know I'm beating a dead horse. It's just you pay for what you get for. I mean, you pay for what you pay for what you get. And if we're not willing to pay the premium, whether it's draft capital, whether it's free agency, whether it's trades, we're going to sit in here and argue with ourselves, and our owner is going to do goofy stuff like land his helicopter at practice. I mean, great value cereals did used to hit. I ain't trying to say I'm above that. You know what I'm saying? Beans and hot dogs. I look, trust me, I ain't saying I'm above that. But when you know better, you do better. And you can grow up on great value, but when you start getting some money, you start getting some General Mills and some Posts and some different cereals. When you know better, you do better. If you ain't got the means, I respect it. But when you got the means, you just do better. It is what it is. I was eating hot readies and all that in college. I ain't had no money. But when you get a little bit of money, you might swing by the pizzeria. This ain't a chain, it's different. So that's all I'm saying. Marion Gilchrist 199 Super Chat. It's sad not to have faith because of the front office. It is, man. It breaks my faith. Jerry wants champagne on a beer budget. That's my point. He wants champagne on a beer budget. And it just gets frustrating. Kirk Barber, I didn't even finish your statement. I'm gonna test the cartel real quick. Y'all hit that like button. I'm gonna test the cartel. And I'll read your statement, Kirk, but I want to say something. Whenever someone comes in here and starts a statement with Mike Fisher, I almost ignore it. No disrespect to you, but Mike Fisher is not somebody I get my Cowboys information from directly. I'll listen to him, but he is 100%. He might as well be Mike Jones. That's funny. Y'all know who Mike Jones is. I'm sorry. I can't take him seriously, man. I just can't. He almost never says anything negative about the Joneses. And when you never can be or negative about somebody, it's bias. So I can't take him seriously. Him saying that Jerry Jones did not make the personnel decisions is a lie, because Jerry Jones was just on the radio last week saying every major decision that happens with the Cowboys goes through me. Every major decision goes through me. I am the end all be all and where the buck stops. So I guess he's saying that Jerry is lying because Jerry just said it on the radio. Mike Jones, yeah, y'all remember that. Y'all might not, but I remember it. We 17 likes away from 200. Can y'all hit that like button for me? I'm gonna slide in about 9 minutes. I do want to say this though. All of the frustrations with the front office, all of the injuries we dealing with, like I said, Sam Williams, Kalen Carson, Micah Parsons, Demarcus Lawrence, Brandon Cooks, it's Jordan Phillips, even though his is an injury. It's a lot going on. I also got this in my mind, yo. I guess we keeping Jordan Phillips. I thought they was gonna cut him. I think they're working Jordan Phillips out behind the scenes. Maybe they just got him working out and he wasn't in shape and they want him to be in better shape, because I thought he was going to get like quietly cut, but he like just on IR. Maybe it's going to happen still, but I'm surprised that he's still on the team. I'm just surprised. But maybe they got him working out for 4 weeks trying to get him in tip top shape, and then they're going to bring him back. Because I don't know. I ain't saying he don't need to be cut. What he was doing in that Saints game was wild. But it's just confusing. Oh, you know the number. Mike Jones, 281-330-8004. That's crazy. You remember the number. I'm about to get on 281-330-8004. Mike Jones. That's crazy. You had to be there. That's my era. I'm 41. You had to be there. I was in college. We were screaming Mike Jones. That was different. That's on the CD. That was the number. Y'all remember? If you don't remember, go on YouTube, youngins. If you don't remember or you just ain't familiar. What's up, Betsy Razor? Fisher's a blow-up believer. Mike Fisher, man, respect to him, man. He's a Cowboys reporter for what, 3 decades or something like that. Like, I can't talk about his accolades, but I just don't. Me and his opinions don't vibe. We in 2 different places. He ain't even a Cowboys fan. He don't care about whether the Cowboys win or lose. He from Minnesota. He probably a Vikings fan. He don't care about the Cowboys. We in 2 different places. I am a fanatic. I love the Cowboys. He is somebody that just works for and around the Cowboys. It's just about this for him. It ain't like that for me. Yeah, and he always throw a bunch of condescending. I watched him he called George Pickens stupid yesterday in a very condescending manner that I didn't really like, because the undertones didn't look right coming from him. But I'm gonna leave that right there. I ain't like how, and we about to play the Steelers. But I don't just because George Pickens doesn't look like you, sound like you, talk like you, come from where you from, don't mean he's stupid. Just like most of the time, y'all hear me, I'll come in here and I might talk a certain way, get loud a certain way, give a different bravado, but I can, as Kendrick Lamar says, I can code switch. I got an office voice. I can speak very eloquently. I don't have a vernacular issue. I just choose to talk the way I talk because I enjoy being myself on here. But don't get it confused. And you shouldn't judge people by that book, judge a book by its cover. So him calling George Pickens stupid, I ain't really like the way that sounded. Especially if we don't pay attention to George Pickens, he's gonna go drop 150 yards passing or receiving on us. And then who gonna be looking stupid? But what I'll say about this, and I'll say this, and I got about 5 more minutes before I slide up out of here. So I'll say this. One, I got another live stream coming to y'all soon because I owed y'all one. This was the makeup because I felt bad because I couldn't stream yesterday. For everybody that jumped in here, all 267 people, my blood pressure was up yesterday, and I couldn't stream because I just wasn't feeling well. Take care of your health, take care of yourself. It put a lot of things in perspective. You get mad at the Cowboys, and then real life jump up, and you got to check yourself, and that's what happened. No, it's not because of the Cowboys. I would love to just say, y'all, it was up because of the Cowboys. Just for people that jumped in here that wasn't here in the beginning, it ain't because of the Cowboys. It's just I'm 41. You got to take care of yourself. It is what it is. Let me read this super chat real quick. Q Burrow 499 super chat. Ayo Rome, I'm going to schoolroom Sam this all year. Um, we need to use Flournoy like the 49ers use Debo. We need to use Flournoy, period. And I'm working on a Flournoy video because he said something yesterday that was going towards my point. So thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. You know, real life will jump up and put this in a perspective that it's just a game. And try not to get yourself too worked up. You know what I'm saying? But although it's just a game, realize that we love the game. We love the team and we're going to support them. And yesterday I was mad at the team because of all the things I just went through. I went through the frustrations of the front office's lack of preparation and understanding and ending up with a bad running back room and not enough depth in the receiver room. And I talked about all that a second ago. But at the end of the day, when the players run out on the field, I'm a rock with my team. And the Steelers don't scare me. I know I say that every week, but this week in particular, because I feel like some of the stuff we do well, we can take advantage of. I watched the Colts last week move the ball on the Steelers with relative ease. I watched the Steelers creep back into the game for something that we usually are bad at. But I think that Justin Fields is going to try to run the ball on the Cowboys. I feel like this week, unlike most weeks, I'm not concerned with the pass rush. You want to keep Justin Fields right in that pocket. And we're going to talk about this further because the next couple of videos I do this week and live streams is going to be dedicated to that game. I feel like Chauncey Golston and Carl Lawson and Marshawn Nealon are better at stopping the run and setting the edge in particular. No hero ball. And I think if they can just keep Fields in the pocket and make him throw to beat you, not throw on the run, not create time with his feet, and then a receiver comes open because he scrambled around. If we make him play quarterback, we'll beat them because Justin Fields ain't dropping back to play quarterback. He wants to be a playmaker, not a quarterback. We have a quarterback. They have a playmaker. But I bring that up to just say, man, the Cowboys this week, man, will be just fine. I challenge y'all. Can I give y'all some homework real quick? I'm gonna give y'all some homework, and I want y'all to come back to me later if that's cool. Later, if the video I drop later or tomorrow morning or whatever, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of homework if y'all down with it. Nothing, it ain't gonna require you to do nothing but to go on YouTube and type in something. Y'all cool with that? Before I get myself back to work. This is the homework because I heard something. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to go live tonight. I'll make a video tonight, but I probably won't be able to go live. I'll probably just drop another video. But y'all know I'm gonna go live again soon. I'm gonna get y'all content. I felt bad about not doing content last night, but go listen to Ryan Flournoy's interview on the Cowboys YouTube. Just go listen to Ryan Flournoy's interview. It's like the last one that went up, talking yesterday, and just listen to that kid talk and listen to how excited he is to play. That got me re-excited about this game on Sunday, because although it's not known commodities going out there to help us, you get excited when you see other players give a damn and he care. And that's how I feel as a fan. If all our players went out there like him, I can live with wins and losses. You seen it, Cody Show Sports? If all our players went out there like him, I can live with wins and losses. He was giving props to Brandon Cooks and Dak Prescott and saying he appreciated their leadership, their mentorship. He talked about Jerry Rice being his mentor. He talked about, and Chris Carter is one of his mentors too. Two of the greatest receivers of all time are his mentors. He talked about wanting to show himself as a great player and that he belongs, even though he went to a small school. But the thing that really stood out to me, when they asked him about how he feels about Sunday and where it's like what he's going to do on Sunday, he stopped and he didn't say a word. He said, "Oh, that's in here." That wasn't a pre-thought out response. Where your confidence come from? Right here. I got heart. That response got me excited, because that's how you got to feel. He has a quiet confidence. He's not extra loud. He's not extra rah-rah. He just like, yo, I can't wait to show y'all what I've been waiting on. I haven't played in a game since the preseason. And I was like looking at his demeanor. That's why I said I want y'all to go watch it, because I can describe it. And you could be like, Rome, you just hyping it up. Ryan Flournoy, Gerard Green on the Cowboys YouTube. I can describe it and you could just say you just hyping it up. But when you go see it and you go see his quiet confidence, and when they ask him that question, he says, "Now that's in here. I can't wait to show y'all. I like it." He said, "Don't spoil it." No, I'm telling them how I feel about it so you can go see if you feel the same. But that's it though. I should have been left for work. I'm like 10 minutes late. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. Sorry I was late. Like I said, blood pressure was up. You got to take care of yourself. Health is wealth. Thank y'all for jumping in here and rocking with your boy. Hit the subscribe button. I'm still trying to get to 28K. Y'all been running it up. And turn on your notifications, please. Like when I drop videos midday, if you want to do some other homework, go look at my videos during the day. Go look at my videos during the day. It'd be like 3K on them. And then if I drop a video at night, it'd be like 8K. I think it's something to do with y'all just don't check for them during the day. I don't know, but turn on the notifications, turn on all, and you'll see it. Because I'm giving y'all content, but sometimes y'all just miss it because y'all don't see it. Your timeline don't see it. So if you want to see it, you can either check yourself or whatever. But I'm trying my best. I'm gonna be trying to drop stuff at 2 p.m. and later in the day. Period. But anyway, I'm off my soapbox. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Oh yeah, yes, I'm going live on Saturday. Yes, Saturday evening. Yes, don't come back Saturday. Come back later. Holla.